I'm going to show you how to make a really simple Goan prawn curry. It's one of my favourite dishes. A little bit of oil in a pan. Make sure it's nice and hot. I've got 2 cloves of garlic and about ½ inch of ginger. Let's get that nice and popping. 1/4 teaspoon of mustard seeds. 1/2 teaspoon of chilli flake. And just get those toasting through. And when the mustard seeds start popping, you add your onion. This is 1 onion just chopped quite finely. Add that in. Saute that through on a fairly high heat, really quick, almost like stir frying. And you'll find that the mustard seeds will impregnate into the onion and get a nice flavour, and also chilli will give it a nice chilli flake taste, but with a bit of kick. To that I'm going to add 1/4 teaspoon cumin powder, 1/2 teaspoon of whole garam masala that I've just ground down in a coffee spice mill. And as always, whenever I cook an Indian meal, I always use water to keep my dishes really nice and moist, trying to avoid too much oil. A little bit of water goes in there. I've got 1 whole green chilli, finely chopped. That goes in as well. Just take for about 2 or 3 minutes, get all these ingredients laid, so you get layers of flavour into the onion, so when you're eating the dish, it's not going to blow your head off, but you'll taste everything individually, rather than just a mishmash of flavours that you can't taste. When the onions are almost a little bit soft, almost a little bit translucent, you can add a little bit more garlic and ginger. I've got garlic and ginger paste, equal quantities of garlic and ginger with some lemon juice ground down in a pestle and mortar, or if you've got a blender, use that. About 1/2 teaspoon. Mix that in, and you just want to fry that off for about a minute. As soon as you can start smelling the garlic and ginger, it's done its job. To that I'm going to add 1/4 teaspoon of chili powder, 1/2 teaspoon of turmeric powder. Make a little well, mix that into your oil in the bottom. Get your water ready, pour it in, and that's your base for your coconut curry. You can use dry coconut if you want, but I tend to use coconut milk. Once that's cooked through, you'll get a lovely bitter taste coming through from the turmeric. I've got 1 lime, squeeze that in, give that a toss. Again, you're using very, very little oil or butter, just all the liquid from the onions, or the lime, or the water. That's the only moisture coming into this dish. I've got some lovely jumbo prawns. You can buy these from any fishmonger. These are a size 6 to 8. And to peel these through, you just cut a vein down the back, take the alimentary canal out, because you don't eat that, it might make you feel well, and peel the shell off. It's so easy to do. If you are struggling, ask your fishmonger to do it. So I've got 8 to 9 prawns in there, and I'm going to flash fry those really, really quick, and they'll absorb that lovely flavour, lovely colour from the turmeric and the chilli. Turn the heat up here, but you don't want them stewing. I just want to fry these off very quickly, because they'll cook on the outside, and they've absorbed the lovely flavour of the chilli, the garlic, the ginger, the coriander, the cumin, and the red chilli flake. And as soon as they start going a little bit pink, that means they're nearly done on the outside. You get your coconut milk. I've got a whole tin here, just pour it in. Be careful when you use coconut milk, because as it gets hot, it'll thicken, and it has a very high temperature, so it's like sugar. It'll burn very easily. Mix that in. To that, add about 1/2 teaspoon of sugar, and as the sugar dissolves, it will thicken the sauce. And to that, just for a little bit of colour, I've got 1/2 a red pepper that I've sliced, put that on top, 1/4 of a green pepper. And when the peppers are almost not crunchy anymore, I use that as a guide. That tells me my prawns are done. And just let that simmer for a couple of minutes on a really high heat. So that's the sauce. As you can see, it's gone a little bit thick now. It's not as runny as it was. The prawns are lovely and done. A good wad of coriander, freshly chopped. Serve that in. That's my Goan prawn curry, ready to serve. Now I've got here some tandoori roti, which is just wheat flour and water cooked in a frying pan. Recipes on the website. Goan prawn curry with tandoori roti.